excited, obviously. Very nervous. Hard not to be.
Hey guys.
Got a superstar horse in Treasurethe Moment. I still can't quite believe that she's in our barn. So I feel very blessed to have a horse of her quality. She looks amazing. I mean, she's lean. She's an athlete. I refer to her as a supermodel. She doesn't carry excess. She's leggy, long, filly, and I think she's gorgeous. The colic, obviously not ideal, but there's varying degrees of colic. In this case, it was something we were able to sort, and we still had enough time to sort of get her back on track. Our plan was to run in the Mackay Diva. The Feehan wasn't really on the radar, but it's a good race for her to contest. Yeah, nervous. I'd imagine with a small horse field, Pride of Jenni will slide forward. But I'd imagine we'd be trailing her on the fence and they'll spread, so I think it should be a simple enough ride. It's whether or not we can reel in what might be a big break. With Mark, you don't need to give jockeys like Mark too many instructions. They're good for a reason. We want it to all go the way we expect, and hopefully we can march on towards the Cox Plate.
Treasurethe Moment drawn barrier 1, Pride of Jenni drawn 2. Set the run and they're racing. Pride of Jenni just took a little bit of a backward step. Treasurethe Moment jumped better than her, but they share it early. And this is the Pride of Jenni we know and love, and she goes to the front and extends the margin to 5 lengths. Treasurethe Moment about to push the button. Pride of Jenni is the leader. 300 metres to go. Came around the corner. 2.5 lengths in front. Treasurethe Moment, Bullmore chasing up. It's Pride of Jenni into the straight at the 150. Looking to go back to back. Treasurethe Moment chasing. 4 years between them and 2 lengths between them. And Pride of Jenni back to the back. What a win! Pride of Jenni from Treasurethe Moment.
Jenny's taken a lot of scalps around here at the Valley at this course and distance. I wouldn't be losing hope with her just at this stage at all. And she looked like she was going pretty good in the run, but Jenny, just when she gets it on her own terms like that, very hard to run down.
Pride of Jenni was fantastic tonight, but I thought Treasure was very good too. First time around this track. It would have been nice to keep the picket fence going, but, not to be. So we'll just take her home and figure out the next move.